All right, good day, good people. Today we're going to talk about the metaverse. What is the metaverse? What is done in the metaverse? And more importantly, how to invest and potentially make money off the metaverse. What is the metaverse? The metaverse is a shared virtual environment with aspects of online gaming, augmented reality, and more that people can access via the internet. In a nutshell, a future counterpart or continuation of the internet. So what you might know and refer to the metaverse is like a virtual world, but it's more than just play. There's a lot of business that's done in this virtual world and a lot of investing that's happening around this virtual world. So that's what I kind of wanted to explore today, the investment side of the metaverse. All right, so first things first, I want to say, so we all know that Facebook's changed their name or pretty much created Meta. Now, Meta has been confused with the Metaverse. Meta is its own thing. It's not the Metaverse. But I think it's great branding and great timing to release the name of your company being Meta around the time where the Metaverse is starting to be announced and starting to take off. So a lot of people is assuming that Meta is the Metaverse. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the top 3 metaverses by market cap and add in one small up and coming metaverse. All right, so let's get right into that. Number 1 metaverse. Number 1 meaning the first metaverse of its kind, Decentraland. Explore the first decentralized metaverse that is built, governed, and owned by its users. Discover different districts, meet people in parties and events, and more. We're not going to deal with how you play in the metaverse, but let's talk about how some of the ways we can invest in the metaverse. First thing is Decentraland has a native token called Mana. This native token is the utility token for the Decentraland platform. So Decentraland market cap Mana is 559 million, 36 million on the 24-hour volume. Right now, and it's at 33 cents. Up 8%. All-time high for Decentraland is 585. All right, and you know the market has been down a while, so you could take that with a grain of salt. So Decentraland. So if you wanted to be exposed to that Decentraland metaverse, and you're not a big-time metaverse land buyer, or you're not into all that, one way you could be exposed to that is by buying the Mana token. All right, but let's say you actually wanted to buy some land. Now, you want to buy land, you go over to OpenSea. And OpenSea is the largest NFT marketplace for land, mainly on the Ethereum and Polygon blockchain. All right, so Decentraland. Right now, the floor price of Decentraland is 1.17 ETH. So ETH is hovering at about $1,200 now. So that would probably be about $1,400 for a plot of land. And, you know, you can buy the land, hold the land, trade the land, whatever it is you want to do. So if you wanted to buy your plot of land in Decentraland, this is where you would go. You buy your plot of land and you can build on it and hold it or whatever have you. All right. Now, if you want to go even deeper and get into the metaverse where you're moving around, walking around, actually building stuff, a lot of it's not all fun and games. You got people building businesses in the metaverse. I've seen where JP Morgan has a bank in the metaverse. All kinds of designer stores have stores in the metaverse. I've seen a Fashion Week ad in the metaverse where all the top Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all those guys did a runway show in the metaverse. So that's what's happening. I haven't really tapped into it that much, but right now we're focusing on investing. So with your land, you'll come here to the website and you'll develop your land and do whatever the cool stuff you want to do with it. So there you have it for Decentraland. Decentraland is actually the number 2 by market cap with 559 million. Used to be number 1 because it was the first one out, but which brings me to the next one, Sandbox. All right, Sandbox followed Decentraland, came out, I believe, in 2019 or somewhere around there. All right, the Sandbox is a virtual gaming world where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experience. So it seems to be more towards gaming. You see they got 1 million followers here. And just like Decentraland, Sandbox has its own native token. So if you didn't buy the land and you want to get exposed to the metaverse, and Sandbox is the metaverse you want to get exposed to, well, you can buy the Sand token. As you can see, the market cap is 719 million on Sandbox, and the Sand token is at 45 cents, and all-time high is 840. So there you have it with the Sandbox. I believe Sandbox is the number 2 one by market cap. And keep in mind, I'm only dealing with these ones that's close to $1 billion market cap as it relates. These are the top metaverse projects, which I believe going to be around for a long time. All right, so if you wanted to get into Sandbox right now, you can see Sandbox floor price is for 0.8 ETH. Floor price meaning the cheapest land available, so to speak. All right, this is some of the lands here. Snoop Dogg is one of the major players. I believe they do rap concerts, all kind of stuff in the Sandbox. But the main play for this video is just looking at investment opportunities. You know, price speculation on the token, or if you want to hold this land and pass it down or sell it in the future for a high rate, or if you want to build a business in the land and have an online presence, a metaverse presence, where an avatar can walk in your store in your metaverse land and be exposed to your products in there, buy them there, and spend crypto, and you mail it to their house. This is the new e-commerce. I guess you can call it metaverse commerce. All right, so this is the actual Sandbox platform. This is the actual Sandbox land platform, much like we just saw Decentraland. And they got all kind of events they do here, man. I seen Forbes bought a mansion there, Playboy bought a mansion there. They doing a drop in the ball there, all kind of stuff for people that's really into that. So with that being said, if I had to be bullish on metaverse projects, these would be the ones. You know, I don't think they're going anywhere, and I think based on those all-time high prices and how much we plummeted, we probably don't got nowhere but up to go as it relates to these metaverse projects. The metaverse is kind of hot. A lot of people been asking about it, want to know what it is, so it's made me do this video. All right, so moving right along, this next metaverse project, we're gonna go down this little chain of events here. So Yuga Labs is a company that created various NFT projects. Specifically, the Bored Ape Yacht Club is why I'm bringing this up. So Yuga Labs created the Bored Ape Yacht Club. If you don't know what Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the most popular, profitable NFTs on the market in the space. You see they got 1 million followers. All right, so Yuga Labs created Bored Ape Yacht Club, and if you want to check out Bored Ape Yacht Club, let's look at this here. This is the Bored Ape Yacht Club here. These are the images that people are buying. I've seen a lot of celebrities, a lot of rappers, DJ Khaled, Beyonce, all those type folks. It's like the Picasso of the new millennium. They all buying these Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. Now, mind you, these things is going for 75 ETH. All right, 75 ETH a piece. So you see ETH is at $1,220 right now. So with that being said, yeah, so this is the cheapest one on the market because I got it in from low price, low to high. And this one right here is currently going for 91,000, right? So there you have it. The number one most popular NFT, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and the most priciest and most profitable, created by Yuga Labs, right? So this brings me to this next point. ApeCoin. ApeCoin is the governance token for that whole community, for Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, that whole community, right? So let's look at ApeCoin here. ApeCoin is $3.55 at this time. You talking about $1 billion market cap for ApeCoin right there, right? And you talking about all-time high, $26. And another thing, when I look at this, you see under a year, you see it has no record under a year, which means ApeCoin potentially wasn't on this platform for a year, but in addition to that, potentially wasn't even out for a year or too much more than a year. So means it's relatively new. All right. So yeah. So you're looking at the ApeCoin specs. You see it's 1 billion of them total supply, $3.55, and it is the utility token to Yuga Labs and Bored Ape Yacht Club. All right. Now Yuga Labs tweeted this tweet in April 2022. All right. Now this tweet is something I play a small bit of because I don't want to get flagged for the music. All right. So this is them tweeting out the other side. See you on the other side in April. So the other side is Yuga Labs Metaverse. All right. So here we have it. The other side. The other side meta. All right. Where the swamp ends, the other side begins. All right. So I believe this other side is going to be a big time profitable project, considering who started it, and considering that the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs rose in value as much as they did. When you got an image of a Bored Ape which has utility itself. But you think about it, this is land. This is like the Bored Ape Yacht Club and the ApeCoin and Yuga Labs ecosystem. This is their land. So, you know, you could take that with what you want to take that with. All right. So a little bit about the other side right here. What is the other side? Other side is a world building platform that provides an exciting environment to play, create, compete, connect, and explore together. Initially, users will experience Other Side through a narrative gameplay experience, aka the Voyager's Journey, co-developed by Yuga Labs and improbable and based on the technology from M2. In the future, we look forward to seeing what new experience and games our community can create to expand the possibilities of the metaverse. The tool and the utility of the other side will continually and irrelatively shaped by the participation and needs of our community. In phase 1, only other deed holders, aka Voyagers, and selected third-party developers will be able to participate and contribute to the first stages of the platform features and users. All right, so it's much like all the other metaverses, although it do seem to have a graphical look to it. All right. So let's check out the price of these other side Ds. So right now, the price of the other side is 1.5 ETH. So brings me to my next point, Arcade. All right. So this is one of the up and coming ones that I wanted to check out, Arcade Land. Now, I see how these metaverses are rising in value. So then you think to yourself, well, what's the next one that I can catch the wave? So that's what I tried to do. I went around and tried to look for up and coming metaverses that could potentially blow up, and Arcade is what I come up with. And one thing I like about it is, the Twitter is pretty strong. Another thing I like about it is they got a lot of partnerships. It's a situation where all other NFT projects can come play with their NFT avatar on Arcade Land. So it's not like some of the other ecosystems where you got to have their NFT to participate. Arcade Land is opened up to so many different projects as depicted here. All of these different NFTs are different NFT projects. So when I first come across Arcade Land, I was rolling down their Twitter, and it was like every day they would partner up with a new NFT project. And I would look at that and say, okay, it's like community hacking. So like even right here, they just partnered up with the Moon Runners. And I would look at who they partnered up with, what NFT they partnered up with, and how many followers that NFT had. So all the NFTs they partnered up with, well, that one had 20,000 followers, but you had a lot of other ones that had a substantial amount of followers. So needless to say, I say, well, let me check that out. So the price of Arcade Land is 0.1 ETH. So, that might be like 130 to 40 bucks right now as it stands. And it's rising because it was 0.08. So, let's see what happens. Now, when you look at these floor prices, that is actually the cheapest land. So, don't get it misconstrued when you see this floor price and you think that's how much all the land is. Nah, because I can go price high to low, and we can see, you got stuff up here listed for 500 ETH, and you see how big these lands is. So when you see the floor prices of all of these things, and you say 1.4 ETH, don't get it misconstrued. That's the cheapest, lowest price that can be accepted for the cheapest land. But if you go from high to low, then you see some stuff. Like you see these astronomical numbers, and that's because people not selling. They putting astronomical numbers on there because they not selling. But let's see. Let's click on one of these things and see. Okay, look, these is offers. Somebody just offered 20 ETH 20 minutes ago, 24,000 for this particular land. You see what I'm saying? So there you have it. All right. But one thing I wanted to say is you can't really participate in none of this stuff unless you don't have a basic understanding of what's happening in the NFT world. Have a domain extension such as MetaMask. And I really like MetaMask because you can add multiple blockchains. So if I'm using MetaMask, it's already Ethereum. I can add Binance Smart Chain. I can add Polygon. So if you wanted to know how to do all of that by getting MetaMask and adding those blockchain extensions, you can go to this video here, how to add Polygon and Binance chains to MetaMask. All right. So let's do a quick recap, right? So we wanted to see what a metaverse is. Then we wanted to talk about the fact that Meta is not the metaverse, it's the name. All right. So then we got Decentraland, the first and oldest metaverse of its kind. All right. Then you have the Decentraland token, which represents that ecosystem at 33 cents. And then you have the Decentraland land you can buy, and it's at 1.1 ETH. And that's the floor price now. So let's go high to low. So we saw the lowest one, the highest one is 420 ETH, right? You click on that, 500 or some thousand is what they're selling for. Then you have the Decentraland world. This is where you build on your land. This is where you move through with your avatar. And I also got a video of me walking through the Decentraland world. If you wanted to check out how that looks like, right here. This video I have walking through the Decentraland world. And you can see I'm standing in the middle of Decentraland. So if you wanted to check out a little bit about how it works in the Decentraland world, you can go to this video on Crypto Barber YouTube, NFTs, virtual real estate. All right. And subscribe to the channel, please, folks. Subscribe to the channel. All right. So then we talked about Sandbox, right? Sandbox come out with a bang, 1 million followers. They kind of doubled their followers. And then you have the Sand token, 45 cents. All right. 719 million on the market cap. All right. Then you have the Sand land, 0.8 is the floor price. And let's see price high to low, because we want to just look at the art. Forget about it. They got numbers up here that's astronomical because they're not going to sell. All right. Then you got the Sand ecosystem. And this is where you would go develop your land, earn, play, build your stuff. Another thing about this land is people are building businesses on this land. When I say people, I'm talking about big companies, big companies, McDonald's, Disney World, building the land, a Disneyland. And that's one thing that really makes me bullish on certain projects. Not really what other people are saying, but what the money is doing and what the people that already got money is doing. And those people are investing heavily. As you can see, Forbes got a mansion out there. So then Yuga Labs, we talked about Yuga Labs, the people that created Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, right? And Bored Ape Yacht Clubs is one of the most profitable NFT projects. The floor price, I believe, was what, 69,000, 70,000 for one when we checked. Let's see. 87,000 for one. All right. So Yuga Labs was real profitable with this, and you can go back and somebody just offered 80,000 to this person 24 hours ago. Now you look, let's go back. Let's see if we can go to the history of this thing and see how far it can come. Okay. Yeah, so look at this. It sold for 0.4 ETH 2 years ago, right? 1 year ago, it sold for 4 ETH, right? Then it go to 8 ETH, then it go to 9 ETH, then it go to 32 ETH. So you get my drift. All right, so that brings me to the other side. So the other side is new. The other side is 1.4 ETH. Now, it's only been out since April. We just saw the 2-year road for Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, Metaverse. Not just an NFT, it's a whole Metaverse, a piece of land that you'll be owning. So my mind is telling me if the NFT went up that high, maybe this plot of land will go up that high too. And it's one of those things where, you just get a feeling, but with crypto, you just never know. All right. So then we went to Arcade Land, which was the up and coming project that I wanted to look at. And now it's at floor price 0.1 ETH. So my whole thing with Arcade Land is, instead of always finding out stuff when it's already high and expensive, trying to dig a little deeper. So Arcade Land was my deep dive. All right. So you want to learn more about a couple of these NFTs, just stay tuned in. All right, so there you have it. So what do you think? You think the Metaverse is here to stay? You think it's good in investing in? Are you gonna make a play? Yeah, let me know. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. All right, so yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Crypto Shave Club. You want to go over to Crypto Shave Club. They got quality shave products, great shave cream that lathers real good. And one thing is the conventional shave kit. That's a great gift. You go over there and grab your conventional shave kit. In addition to that, you can join the club, get your shaving goods mailed to your doorstep, one flat rate. Go over there, check them out, cryptoshaveclub.com. Spend credit card or crypto. All right. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. All right, peace.